Well, so we're here at the top of Cnoc Na Naomh, and this is where the four saints came and did their little wee contest, the Saints Olympics. here we are at the top of Cnoc Na Naomh, and so Cnoc Na Naomh, and this is the Saints' Hill. This is where the 4 saints came and did their little wee contest, the Saints' Olympics or something. But actually about 500 years ago, these 4 saints came up here. Now it's Cumcilla. Now Naomh Cumcilla was from Gartan, which is over there. And we're right here between, located like behind me. This is the big cross here, and then over that way is Knockfulla, the bloody Foreland, and then behind us over here is Mount Ergol. And the Derby, and that way is Muckish. And then looking north here, you can see the 4 islands. So you have Innisbuffin, Innisdui, Innisbeg and Torry. So up here, they had the Saints' Olympics 1,500 years ago. And the 4 saints came up here, you know, like, so they're walking along in the valley there, and they say, you know, I want to convert all the Napagana here, and I want to get the best place and the most difficult place. So, because like, well, I want to go to Torry. Now Torry is the most notorious because it's the traditional seat of the Fomorians and Rí Balor of the evil eye, Seoladh Amach, and Seoladh Amach. And so he, you know, I mean, this is years, you know, that was a mystical cycle, so who knows how many thousands of years ago that was. But anyway, so the saints are arguing about it, and they say, well, let's get a good look at everything, and like, well, let's go up Muckish and take a look. Nah, it's too high. Let's go up Knockfulla. And I don't want to go that high. Let's go over here on this hill. So they're okay, this is high enough. We can see everything up here. And so they said, well, tell you what, how are we going to decide who gets to convert the Paganach in Ontario? And they said, well, I think that we should draw lots. No, I don't want to do that. Because that's gambling. Like, well, they did it in the Bible. So it's like, well, yeah, but it's still gambling. Well, we could pray. Well, yeah, but then do we have a definite answer for all 4 of us? I don't know. So then they said, well, I'll tell you what, we all have our croziers. You know the croziers, you know, like the big old shepherds, the shepherd take, you know, only for religious people. So, you know, the croziers, it's because they're the bishops. And so, anyway, she said, I'll tell you what, whoever can throw their crozier to Torry Island over there will win the contest, and they get to convert the Torry people. And like, you know, that they really want to be converted. I don't know. So, but anyway, so who goes first? Well, so it was Dewey, the Duke, so Duke, so Naomh Dewey. He goes, I'll go first, and he says, Lemon Yurt. Agus the Culichí Jail. Let my crozier land on Torry. So with my strength and the help of God, me and my crozier land on Torry. And he gets back here. I guess they had practice with javelins or something, I don't know. But anyway, and they go, and he tosses it. Whoa, and it really goes far. And it turns around and lands right there on that middle island in a stewie. And so he goes out there. You know, eventually he puts a monastery out there. So monastery on Innisdui. I was pretty isolated between the 2 islands there. And then, so the next step was Naomh Fionnán. So Saint Fionnán, and he says, with my strength and the help of God, may my crozier land on Torry. and it gives it a big heave, and it goes over that way and lands right there on the Airbuoy there. And so he's puts his church over there on the Rye River, between the Rye, Owen Rye, agus Owen Buoy, there in the Ray. And so that church is there today too. So we have ruins over here on his D, ruins over there at Ray Church. And so then next up for the big contest, St. Begley, Niamh Begley. So Niamh Begley, he comes up, he says, okay, with my strength and the strength of God, God's help, may my crozier land on Torry. It gives it a big heave. And where's it go? It goes way back over here and lands on the Owen Hillwalking Begley in right there. And so he puts his church there at the rail, right there at the temple, Ballan Temple there on Tail Begley. And so there's a ruined church there too now. So, well, he's left. It's the only hope is Cumkilla. So, St. Columba. And he doesn't. He says, well, you know, you lads who did it wrong. I know the secret method to do it right. He said, here's what you say. With the help of God and with my strength, may my crozier land on Torry. And he throws it up, and it looked like it was going to hit the moon. And it goes all the way and lands right there at where the Tau crosses, the Torry cross, lands right there. And he puts his monastery there. He puts the abbey there and Torry. And it thrives there until 1600s, so 1100 years it's there, until the Sassanid come from during the Sassanach Civil War and try to kill everyone in Torry, but and turn it into a ruin there. So, at all these places, even Nifanon, that church there at Rye, that one lasted a long time, up until modern times now. And St. Fernand's Church now in modern times is on Falkara today. So out there, but there's a story there for Ray Church. That's another video, so watch that one. And this is the story of Cnoc Na Naomh, the great Saints Olympics on the Hill of the Saints here in northwestern Donegal. So if you're keen on doing hill walking, come up here to Cnoc Naomh and Cnoc Na Naomh, and you can see Ergo on the Slifta Jarvaha, all the mountains, all the way to Muckish and Hornhead, the Currambinnia, and you can see that way. And then of course you can see over this way to Cnoc Fulla. It's a nice wee walk, and it's worth it if you like to do the hill walking.